So today's video is all about installing a Sportscraft Offset Swivel Plate. I've installed this on a 2012 Fiat Ducato. The same plate also fit a Citroen Relay or a Peaugeot Boxer. Fitting a swivel seat inside your conversion massively opens up the space that you've got. Specifically, an offset swivel plate just brings the seat a bit further away from the B pillar, so you're not sat right up against this. For my layout, I'm putting a bench seat over here, so it'll just bring this seat closer to that bench. So we'll start off by showing you the process that I went through to fit the swivel plate, and then I'll talk a little bit about the end about some of the specifics of this Sportscraft swivel plate. Okay, so this is the seat base. It comes with some bolts. There's a few different ones in there. There's some caped ones and then some countersunk ones. All of the instructions are in German, so that's not particularly useful, but I think it should be quite straightforward. Essentially, we need to take the seat off of the seat base. I think there's 6 bolts that secure the seat to the seat base, 2 at the front and 4 at the back. So let's have a look at those. So you've got these 4 bolts at the back that hold the seat to this seat base. They've got this Torx fitting, so you need a T40 bit to get these out. It looks like it's just these 2 in the front. And the last one there. So just underneath the seat there's this connector for the seatbelt pretensioner, so I'm just going to disconnect that. So the seat is now free, so I should be able to just pull that off. I'm now going to stick the swivel onto the seat base, see if I can bolt that up. So just need to figure out a way to swivel it so I can get access to the bolts in this bottom plate. So that then bolts to the frame there. So I think I'm just going to try and tap it around with the mallet. You just pull this lever up. That releases the swivel. So let's try that. Okay, so swiveling that round has given me access to these bolt holes here. So next I'm just going to stick the countersunk bolts in there. Just need a 5mm Allen key to tighten those up. Right, so that's the bolts all tightened up. I'm going to feed the seatbelt pretensioner up through this hole here and then get the seat bolted on. It's actually easier to pull the seatbelt pretensioner down through. So now we just get the bolts in the front. So it's these cap head ones to use at the to use from the seat to the swivel plate. Struggling to get that second bolt in at the front, so I'm just going to get the back ones in and then come back to that one. So that hole has now come into line, so I'm glad I did that. Okay, so that's the swivel done. Let's try and swivel it. So when the seat is in driving mode, the lever for the swivel is this just down here, and it's on the right hand side of the seat. So to swivel it, you just lift him up and pull the seat round. Pull the seat round like that. So this is the plate. It bolts into this seat base. There's 4 bolts at the back, 2 at the front, and then the top part of the swivel obviously connects to the seat rails here and here. You can probably see that when I was rotating it earlier, it is a little bit stiff at the minute. I think that will become smoother the more it's used. You can see it's got the nylon self-lubricating plastic in there, helping promote a nice smooth swivel. So this particular plate weighs 15 kilos, so just something to bear in mind if you are very weight conscious. I bought it from Jackson's Leisure for 144 quid. I went with that because there's a few other things that Jackson's Leisure had that I wanted to order at the same time. I have found it cheaper elsewhere for swivelseats.com for £109, so definitely worth shopping around a little bit. The swivel plate increases your seat height by about 25mm. You can adjust the height of the seats on these Fiat Ducatos by these levers on the side to account for that and bring it back down. But you will need to design in a bit of a step or a footrest down here so that you've got somewhere to put your feet when you're swiveled. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, please do give it a like and don't forget to subscribe so that you can follow along on this Fiat Ducato camper conversion.